The Las Vegas Raiders just got some seriously enticing news, and I'm going to start with news that you know about, and I'm going to turn it into news that you may not know about, and I'm going to talk to you about a player that I think it's time. I think you draft this player, you trust it, and if I know anything about your new head coach, it makes sense, and even the GM is talking about it. It's worth it. So here's the question. Are you happy with the Geno Smith contract extension? That's the question that I have for all of you. Are you happy with the Geno Smith contract extension? He had an extension, not bad. 2 years, $75 million. That can be worth up to $85, $86 million. Before we get into how this affects your NFL draft, let me talk about this. If you are new to this channel, my name's Craig. Me and my buddy Chris, we started this channel after one about this team, the Detroit Lions. We are Lions fans. We're not going to talk about, the Lions on here, but we talk about it in our other channel, Sports Talk Detroit. But our hope is to give accurate, non-biased info about your teams and teams that the national media doesn't really pay attention to. I think there's so much going on in the NFC West with other teams, and they're getting the spotlight when the Raiders are sitting here just doing things the right way this year, and this is just yet another example of it. The Raiders have signed Geno Smith to an affordable contract. He's 34 years old right now. He will be 34 years old. He'll turn 35 in the middle of next year. So this will run till he's 37 years old. This will run till he's 37 years old. That is not the end of the world. But it absolutely does change drastically what I think everybody believes the draft is. I think there's still a lot of people that were holding out and saying Shedeur Sanders is our pick at number 6 if he makes it to us. Cam Ward, right, would never make it there, but there's even other talk about other quarterbacks. Well, the good news is if you're going to have this for 3 years, there is a very small chance. There's a very small chance that you are going to, how do I want to say this? There's a very small chance you are going to draft a quarterback at number 6. Now, does this change things in the draft? Are you more likely to draft a prospect at 6? No, but you have plenty of time to develop a day 2 quarterback, or possibly even move up into at the end of day 1, trade into the end of day 1, and get another quarterback at that position and let them sit there for 2 years, 3 years, and become your quarterback of the future. Yes, I am talking about a guy like Jalen Milroe, but that's not what this video is about. What that video is this, all right? And this is funny. The Raiders GM said, "My oldest son, Jack, made it no secret that if we don't pick Ashton Jeanty at 6, he's walking out of the family." Then he said he basically told Mark Davis, if my dad doesn't take Ashton Jeanty, he's doing a bad job. This was John Spytek talking about this. I'm sorry. This is funny at the NFL annual meetings. So that got me thinking, just who is Ashton Jeanty? Like, what do we actually know about this guy, right? Like, what do we know about him as a running back coming out of Boise State? Look, here's the truth about Ashton Jeanty, and I'm going to give a comp for you. And this is going to be kind of a ridiculous comp, but at the same time, I want you to understand, I truly believe this. If you look at PFF, they say their comp is Todd Gurley. I disagree. My comp is Emmitt Smith. And when you look at Emmitt Smith run, just like Ashton Jeanty's tape, nothing just flat out, or I'm sorry, PFF, that's not who it is. That's my bad. His player comp is Alvin Kamara. All right. I don't think he has that quick burst that Kamara has, but Kamara didn't come out blazing speed either. So I'm looking at this. I think it's Emmitt Smith. And when I'm talking Emmitt Smith, here's the reason. He breaks tackles. He has very good vision, very good balance, very good mentality, very good fight, effort, all of that kind of stuff. He breaks tackles. Emmitt Smith, here's the deal. It was always, for me, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith. And all Emmitt Smith ended up doing was leading the NFL in rushing, and everybody just kind of yawns at him. That's Ashton Jeanty. When you watch him run, he doesn't have like this start to stop or stop to start, like extreme speed, but he's just at full speed right away. And then when he gets past the line of scrimmage, it doesn't look like he has a remarkable burst because he's already running full speed. It's very interesting. This is not the same type of player that you are getting like what the Lions got with Jahmyr Gibbs. Just this ridiculous blazing speed. But I'm going to give you some data points here that I think you really want to look at. And I'll show them to you on the screen as well. Advanced data in this. Yards after contact, 1,970. That is number one. By the way, if it's not just yards after contact, if it's just flat out yards, he has more yards after contact than anybody in college football had yards. And it's not like he didn't play anybody. They played Penn State. They played Oregon. They played Oregon State. They played Washington State. Like, there are a lot of teams that they played where it's just like, oh, he just ran through the mountain wet. Not quite. He had very good games against very good teams, too. Yards after contact, first. Missed tackles forced, first. And by the way, everybody talks about his contact balance. Another unique comp for him, if you know who Blake Corum is out of Michigan, he's a rookie for the Rams right now. The only difference with Ashton Jeanty is he has contact balance. Blake Corum's contact balance was lacking ever since his knee injury in his junior year. When he came back for his senior year, he never quite got that contact balance back. Missed tackles forced per attempt, second. Zone attempts, 3. Gap attempts, 1. Breakaway runs, 1. Yards per route, 1. 25. Drops, 25. Fumbles, tied for 25th. It's the only issue you're going to find with him is that sometimes he has that. The other thing that I would look at is where he's running, right? A gap, B gap, C gap, and wide. He's going to have to live more in the A, B, and C in the NFL than the wide. He's going to have to cut down this constantly going to the outside and seeing what he can get done there. Here's what I know about Ashton Jeanty. He had 375 yards last year. He averaged 6.9 yards per attempt. No matter what you're playing and when everybody's trying to stop you, no matter what league, if you can do that and you can pull that off, it's really good. And some of you might be saying, is that too much draft capital at number 6 to take him? Do you think the Atlanta Falcons regret drafting Bijan Robinson? Do you think they regret that? I think it was at 8. Do you think the Detroit Lions regret drafting Jahmyr Gibbs at 12? No, they do not. And that's the kind of thing that you have to look at. If this is a game-changing running back, you have to go for it. The last time Pete Carroll won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks and then made it to another one, his running back was Marshawn Lynch. This team for Pete Carroll, when he was winning in college, all right, he had Reggie Bush, and that wasn't the only running back he had there. When he has had his dominant teams, it has been led by an elite running back and an okay quarterback, right? Matt Leinart at USC, he's okay. He's good, but he never did anything in the pros. Russell Wilson was really good when he had a really good run game going. All right, and now you get Geno Smith. He can be good enough. You have a great run game. Just keep it going. All right, there you go. Intriguing news, enticing news, whatever you want to call it. See you on the next one.